Welcome back. You're with us here on Aspire. Now, the boat show was just recently held in Mumbai. And while it didn't necessarily attract enormous footfall, it's definitely a trend that's fast catching on in the luxury space.
That's right. And the trend we're talking about is the entire lifestyle. By taking a yacht out to sea, you explore the entire Indian coastline. And we have such a vast coastline, except that we don't have marinas. What we have right now are sellers of boats, and some of them are really exciting, like the one that I saw. It's called the Lagoon 560, a 56 by 31 feet boat. It's large and it packs in quite a punch. Sail the high seas from one harbour to another. Drop anchor as you please on pristine beaches and explore new places like a modern-day Sinbad the Sailor. With family and friends, one can practically see the entire world like this. In Australia, in Europe and the United States, you'll find many takers. But India, despite a great coastline with the Arabian Sea on one side, the Indian Ocean on the other, lacks the ecosystem, the infrastructure, mainly the marinas. Although Kochi has just got its first, it's marinas like this that will open up the market, bring forth the seafaring lifestyle and give enough reason to buy one of these snazzy boats.
You have a beautiful coastline, one of the best, much nicer than in China, nearly as good as Brazil, and this is ideal for boating, especially going south. But without having an infrastructure, we cannot satisfy our clients.
Imagine taking a boat from, say, a Kochi to Chennai along the coastline and setting anchor for the weekend. Or a sea trip from Mumbai to Goa for a weekend on a yacht with friends. Partying along the way, or just relaxing in one of these luxury yachts. It's a lifestyle that gives a sense of freedom.
In India, like in any other country, you have a free segment. You have the toys to play along the beach, like the water scooters, the canoe, the little sailing boats. And this is one market in which we are not in, but it's very important because it will create access to the sea, the passion of the sea for the young people. Then we have the yachts from 30 feet to 80 feet, where you can go cruising, you can spend the day, you can take the family along, you can go from harbor to harbor, from marina to marina.
India, of course, is not new to boating. We've seen Vijay Mallya throw some of his most lavish parties aboard the big English-made Princess boat. It's a giga yacht, all right, called Indian Empress. Yacht makers are seeing the whole big potential of an untapped market, now bringing in boats of all sizes and for all budgets. From ones that cost as little as 35 lakhs to fully loaded catamarans that cost up to 12 crores, like this Lagoon 560. With accommodation at 3 levels, this latest entry from one of the world's largest catamaran builders is nothing short of a 6,000 square feet, 4-bedroom penthouse. From the inside, it's plush and homelike. Air conditioning, a washer and dryer, a fridge, a freezer and an ice maker, a built-in wine locker, an oven and a cooking range. This boat is loaded with all the amenities you would expect in a home. I get a chance to hop on to the Lagoon 560 with Sujay from Ocean Blue, a company that's in the business of selling foreign boats and is in partnership with Mahindra & Mahindra to manufacture boats and give complete customer care, from boat customization to registration, onboard maintenance and security, as well as financing options under the title of Mahindra Ocean Blue Marine. While a boat like this one can set you back by 12 crores, it's indeed great for vacations. But I wonder how much it would cost to maintain it, to live life comfortably on the sea. If not for a sabbatical, then at least for a week-long holiday.
This particular boat is certified as a global sailor. You can take her anywhere in the world.
Once you're going into international waters, for instance, you have a boat of this size and you decide to take a holiday,
not just around the Indian coast, but you decide to go elsewhere, what kind of permissions, etc., do you require? Is it very difficult to be able to do that?
Not really. I mean, you hug the west coast of India, which is really the spectacular waters.
Sure.
And as you leave the coast of Bombay, you just 10, 15 nautical miles, you have turquoise blue waters.
Right.
You got visibility down to 10, 15 feet. And it's clear waters. And people get amazed every time I tell that to somebody staying in Bombay, because we're just used to seeing filth. But, all you actually need is a port clearance certificate to head out. That's more from a safety perspective.
Sure.
So at least the authorities here know that you're on the water sailing. So you've got to file a manifest that you're leaving Bombay, and either you're going to come back or you're going to go to Goa or Ratnagiri or, wherever.
So the crew that comes in would obviously, be experienced enough to be able to take you through rough seas, etc. as well.
That's right.
Yes? So that would come with the boat. You need to hire your own crew. Is it easy to get skilled manpower to run the boat for you?
Absolutely. In fact, the way we work this out is we have a local crew, and the local crew really is for the client to spend evenings out on the water or spend a weekend going just local sailing within a 3 to 5 nautical mile radius of Bombay.
Sure.
Which itself is great. And if the client wants to go, say for example Lakshadweep, or he wants to go to Goa or the Maldives, then we bring a qualified yacht master on board.
Right.
And a yacht master is, of course, somebody who is qualified, experienced, and certified.
Right.
To be able to sail this boat to the destination. And
so a yacht master and the other crew, Sujay, how much would they charge you to be able to take you, say, for instance, to Lakshadweep?
The yacht master would be in the region of about 10,000 rupees a day, so because he's a very qualified yacht master, and this is a big, expensive animal there. Yeah. So you need somebody who can handle her, well, especially if you hit rough weather.
Right.
You need someone who knows what he's doing.
Sure.
So it's money well spent. And like I said, there is no other costs except for, great bottles of wine, a nice case of wine, and some great food, and a chef.
And yes. A chef. You need a chef on board, yes?
Absolutely. The chef should be as good as the yacht master.
That's right.
To have a great...
So the licenses and, in terms of parking, etc., is this all easy to get? How exactly does it work?
That's a small fee, which is paid on an annual basis.
How much do you pay for that?
I think it's approximately 6,000 to 10,000 rupees.
Right.
It's
an annual.
It's an annual
yes.
charge, which is paid to the Maritime Board. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Although they may sound very, very small amount of money, it's not the ideal way for a boat this expensive and this size to be on open water. It is dangerous. It's still just one rope, holding you to the anchor.
Right.
Ideally, she should be in a marina.
Right. So then, typically in a marina, would it cost much more to be able to park it over there? What are we looking at?
A marina would easily be in the region of 10,000 rupees a month.
Ah, okay. So
but,
it can, yes. Okay.
But there's a big but. I mean, you have 100% safety, you have fuel, you have fresh water, you have sewage disposal, and you can walk on and walk off the boat. The maintenance of this boat should be looked at just like you would maintain a large, 6,000 square feet penthouse. Yeah. Would be in the region of about 75 to 100,000 a month.
So as I understand it, the bigger the boat, the higher the maintenance. Count anywhere between 4 and 7% of the boat's value. But for that kind of price, you get a lifestyle that has the right mix of adventure, comfort, and exclusivity. So really, that's what we mean. By taking on this kind of lifestyle, you get to explore a different kind of space altogether. You're out at sea, there's so much tranquility, and you're just letting wind energy carry you forth.
It's definitely something to aspire for.
We will take a small breather right now, but up on the other side, we are talking to women, asking them which are the female protagonists in films and books that they've taken a fancy to.